So hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand contest problem 467, and I joined a little bit late. So let's try to understand and finish it. Question 1, we are saying that earliest time to finish task 1, right? One task, right? It's saying, it means what? So we have to think about the question first. It is saying earliest time at which at least one task is finished, right? That is what it is saying, earliest time to finish one task. Okay, means what are the things should be given. The things we have given is 2D array, as you can see in this example, and this 2D array is nothing but a task. So task where each element, let's call element we have at index 0 for this task is uh, at I 0 is 1 and 6. So this is saying each pair contains what? Two things, Si and Ti. So this each Si and Ti is nothing but a task that represent a task with a start at S and finishes at T. Means this is starting time and this is finishing time, right? This thing return the earliest time at which one task is finished. For example of this, it is saying example 1 is saying that we have given 1 6 and 2 3. So it is saying the first task start at t equal to 1 and finishes at 7. 1 plus 6 is 7, right? And another is saying 2 plus it starts at 2 and finishes at 3. Means if you represent this, let me tell you how. So let's think if we have a time interval that start at 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is what we have given. It is saying it's so this is about time interval, we can say timeline, we can say start at here, finishes at 6, right? Means when start at here and finishes here, right? Then we can say okay, this is the very first task that start and finishes, right? We can say, so this is for task 1, we can say task 1. Let's talk about another one that start at 2 and 3. So it start at 2 and finishes at 3. Okay, so can we say that so all the task for this one, right? So the at least it is saying at least one task is finished. What is the task that at least in this interval is finished, right? So we can say 2 and 3 is finished, right? And that is will say okay, 2 plus 3 return as a 5, because we have already finished within this one. Means earliest time which one is finished, so task 2 is finished, right? This is what the question is saying. So which task has been finished? So at least one task finished earliest, that time we need, right? So it is saying return the earliest time at least one task is finished, and that is the one task, task 2 has finished at here. I hope you understands. Let's try to understand here. So how you are going to solve it and you can finish this problem, right? Very first, to understand, try to understand what are the things we have given, right? So as you have seen here, right, the things what we have given was the task we have given, right? So you should first think about it, right? So each task is independent, they don't block each other, right? As you have seen. So earliest time any task finishes is a simply the minimum of each task finishes, that ti we can say and si. So this is the minimum, right? We can say because start is minimum and 3 is minimum, right? That is happening, that is we are going to finish it, right? Right, so what we'll do, let's try to implement it here. Okay, so let's talk about, we will create a value, mean value we can say, that finishes, right? Let's give the name minimum finish, right? Yeah, mean finish we can give, right? Mean finish. Okay, and we'll say integer dot max value we can take, because this is the infinity value. Okay, so we'll take integer dot max value and we can find the minimum value, and we will iterate, we'll track this one. Whenever we find the minimum value, minimum finish value will store here. Okay, so let's suppose that we have the given tasks we have. Can we say that for each index I, it contains a pair start and end. And so we'll go till task dot length will go, right? I plus plus. So we'll get all the pair here. Let's call very first pair is int si start time at I equal to uh, tasks at I 0. Very first pair will get the start time for that enroll. Then similarly, we'll get ti equal to tasks at I, and this will be another the pair having two things 0 and 1, right? We can say. Now what we need to do, we have to find the finish. So to find the finish for the task 1 for this pair, task finishes at si and ti, right? We have to close this. So si plus ti, right? Then what we need to do, we have to check if the finish is less than mean finish. We have to do what? We have to update mean finish equal to finish, right? And then once these are done, we'll return it. Return mean. Okay. So it's working. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. And let's try to implement another problem. Let me upload you this one.